Amanuddin is against the identity politics. Like we in the modern world, we see people, intentionally confine themselves within limited identities, like Dalit, like blacks, like Christian, like West, like Indian, like Anglo, like Irish writer. This is the poet is against this kind of nomenclature, against this kind of confinement. He says that he hates this kind of politics, identity politics. And there is very much a fashion these days of confining writers or even the people in different identities. People feel proud of being classified, ghettoized at small places. They want to be called this or that. They want to be called Marxist. They want to be called feminist. They want to be called Dalit writer. They want to be called black writer. This is not fair according to the writer. The writer says, Syed Amanuddin says, that since I belong to the whole world, why should I be confined to a limited theme? When I can write about everything upon the earth, why should I be called a poet with specific writing on specific themes? His anger is reflected in various lines in the poem. They call me indo-anglian. I don't know what they mean, because I am Indian as well as I am an English. Kaveri flows, Kaveri river, the water of Kaveri river flows in my veins. Chamundi hills, which are there in Mysore, rise in my mind with stars afloat. He looks nostalgically at his past, and he says that all the places which I visited in my childhood still haunt my mind. Vrindavan fountains, there is a Vrindavan garden in Mysore. Mysore and Bangalore, you must have visited those places. So Vrindavan fountains sing in my soul their musical colors. So everything, every phenomenon, echoes in, dwells in his heart, in his soul. Every place, every flower, every part of this country, India, is still there in his veins. But I belong to other places as well. I have led languages by their ears. That means the poet wishes to say that I have full command on other languages also. I have twisted creeds to force the truth out. I have burned candles in the caves of prejudice. I have surged in the oceans of being. I have flown across the universe with the wings of my thought. I have traveled the universe. I dwell on this earth, on this planet. I am the citizen of the world. And with the help of my imagination, with my knowledge, I have traveled every nook and corner of the earth or the whole universe. Why do you pin me to a place? Why do you categorize me? Why do you ghettoize me? When I belong to the whole universe, when I feel proud of being the citizen of the world. So this kind of identity politics, that people say that I belong to this creed, I belong to this race, I belong to this tradition, this culture, Amanuddin doesn't feel comfortable in this kind of world, in this kind of situation, and that's why he says that I hate hyphenated minds. I damn all hyphenated minds, prejudiced offsprings of unenlightened souls. The people who say that they belong to this creed, that race, that religion, are narrow-minded people, and the poet says that he hates narrow-minded, unenlightened souls. And he says that I would rather roam with Kalidasa and Kabir, or go on a spiritual journey with Dante. I don't belong to India alone. And I don't belong to India's past alone. I belong to India's past as well as India's present as well as India's future. I belong to Dante, I belong to Milton, I belong to the modern writers, Western writers, American writers, Irish writers. Meditate with Khayyam, is a Persian writer, on the mathematics, on the mysteries of existence, or sing with Ghalib, the anguish, the pain, the pang of love, or drawn with Lipo kissing the moon's reflection in the river. And they call me Indo-Anglian. They are narrow-minded people. I seek pleasure in the company of greatest souls, greatest minds of the worlds of all ages. And they call me Indo-Anglian because they don't have that vastness of soul, that broad mind, which can understand my stand. He says, I am a poet and this is my identity. This is my stand. This is my place. And as a poet, I seek to sing with everything, with every poet, with every great writer, with every delicate emotion, with every delicate impulse of human soul. I want to be one with the whole universe. Don't try to confine me to an identity. And this is the theme, this is the essence of this poem. I hope you have enjoyed the poem, the lines, and you must have understood the pain of a writer, the problem of the poet. He wants to fly higher and higher and still higher, and people try to pull him down to a confined place and mark that place with an M, but this is your identity. So I would suggest you all my students, to hate identities, to confine themselves to narrow nationalism, to narrow casteism, to narrow racial prejudices, to narrow religious hatred, because we all belong to the humanity at large. We are the citizens of the world. We are the people, the children of the earth. So when we can become the citizens of earth, why should we be proud of a place, of a religion, of a caste which we are born in by chance? Thank you very much.